I am not white, I am MJ. Yeah! Master Toast Chef is a financial administrator, author, edutainer, state accountant. He's about to bring his toast and toast my voice today. My name is Regina Mary and welcome to my voice. Ladies and gentlemen, in studio today is Master Chef Toast! Come on! Yeah!
I just wanna dance. I don't wanna snooze much, I just wanna dance. I don't wanna booze much, I just wanna dance. I just wanna dance, please, I just wanna dance.
Thank you so much for coming to the show. Thank you so much.
No, much appreciated, Mary. Much appreciated, yeah.
Please have a seat.
Thank you. It's lovely to be here. It's lovely.
Thank you so much.
It's lovely. You got like dope facilities here, you know. You really got good facilities. Like I like what you do. Like
thank you, and you've got amazing music. So if you're listening to the music behind the scenes, that is MasterChef Toast right there, live in the mix. But hey, wait for the end of the show and you will see him live. So Master Toast Chef, thank you so much for coming to our show. And on our program, we've got this one family routine that we do. We have to ask you this one important question that everybody just has to know. So, Master Chef Toast, why did you accept our invite to come to my voice?
Okay, first of all, like, I really respect what you're doing, Mary. Like, I think on a broader scale, like, a show like this is highly needed. My voice, like, for people to actually come out here and express their own views about how the world, like, perceives them and their own perception about the world and how, like, their environment is affecting them on a day-to-day basis. So I genuinely think that like the show is highly needed for our kind and also to enlighten people that we come from, like the black community, the white community, and the world at large. You know, like so I really think that my voice is highly needed. It's a beautiful thing, you know.
Amazing, and we're gonna hear about your voice today. So speaking of enlightenment, please enlighten me and the viewers out there. Master Chef Toast, please tell us more about that. That's your brand, that's your name, that's your stage name, but what does it mean? How did that come about? Who is Master Chef Toast?
Yeah, I would say like it started in high school, you know, like people just used to call me Toast, you know, because I refer to myself as Toast. When I released my first song.
Did you burn stuff?
Yeah, like I was actually like, I was burning hot, I was blazing hot. So like, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna call myself Toast. So everybody just started to adopt it, like, yo, Toast. Everywhere I was going, my boys were calling me Toast, and even the girls started to call me Toast. I'm like, yo, I'm running with this, you know. So at some point, like, I realized that like the music that I am doing, it's driven by food for thought, you know, triggering your mind, like speaking to your conscious, like trying to, you know, go deep into like issues that people don't touch upon. So I'm like, okay, I'm actually cooking here. So at some point, like I started developing my skills, like not only focusing on rap, like on other segments of the art. So I'm like, I'm actually on my way to mastery here. I decided, why don't I just add the master title and like call myself the ultimate Master Chef Toast? And I actually like it, like, yo, I'm actually a master.
Exactly. Well, from the sound of that music we're just popping into, he is definitely the master. So please just tell us a bit more about yourself. What does Master Chef Toast do? Because you do rap battles, you do music, you're an artist, but yet again, you're in the corporate industry. You're a financial advisor, administrator, you are a state accountant. I mean, whoa. That's just tell me a little bit more about that.
Okay, Master Chef Toast is actually my split personality, you know, like to explore the art side of me.
Right.
But like any other child, like growing up, I was told, you know, I gotta equip myself with education, you know. So I studied very hard, like before I even like exposed myself to the art, to the rap world. I studied very hard. I was like a good student, you know. I paid attention. I was focused. So I went on to study like finance, business and finance. You understand? So basically, like I completed that and I got a job in government. We're dealing with finances there. So which is cool because I went to school for it. But as for MasterChef Toast, like I deal with everything, like from rapping to visuals. Like I'm a visual artist, I'm a author. So my whole thing is actually centered around edutainment. I know that way.
Edutainment. I'm a student. I'm learning.
Yeah. So because even the people here at my voice are actually doing that. It's edutainment, like just educating people and entertaining them at the same time. So like on a broader scheme of things, I'm actually an edutainer because like my whole passion is driven by informing people. Like so, MasterChef Toast is basically like an edutainer on a broader scheme of things.
Amazing. Which brings me to my next question, because for you to actually be in this industry and for you to actually be an edutainer, which everybody, an edutainer is a person who can entertain anybody in any field. He can do everything. He's multi-talented. So how, for you to be in this field, you must be confident, which you are. But at the same time, how did you find that confidence? Because, I mean, this is an albinism show, and currently in our situation, albinism is seen as we cannot be certain people, and there's discrimination and murder. So I would just love to hear about your journey, your beginning, your middle, and your end, because there has always been a beginning, the middle, and the finished product everybody can see. But can we just take us back into your life experience with albinism, and how did you get out, if you did go through any experience in terms of your story, but how did this little boy who was born into this world of judgment and discrimination turn out to be so bright like the phoenix, and now he's using his mouth to teach people? Please.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's always a long journey, you know. Like we live in a world where confidence is shunned upon. When people are confident, they actually termed cocky. I actually like confidence. When a person is in the room and actually like puts out his character, his or her character out there, I actually admire that. But I actually admire that, and I noticed that you also like embody a lot of confidence. So like I actually rub off that, you know.
No, not
yeah. So, but just to answer your question, like as a little boy, I wasn't really confident, you know, like starting off. Like I think like most of us actually who come from humble beginnings, like are not do not start as confident, because like there's so many things that we lack, from finances, from like just being accepted in society. So it was even harder for me as a person with albinism, because like I didn't understand what was going on. Like everybody around me had this confidence that like actually defined them. Like they knew who they were. They could see themselves in other people. But it was tough for me to actually see myself in other people as I got older.
Yes.
But I'll tell you one thing. I just don't want to go all over the place. Like it wasn't something hard for me. Like cause growing up, I went to boarding school, you know, where like I went to school with people of my kind with albinism.
Right.
So it was normal. You understand? It was normal for me to be around those people. So I saw myself as someone who's normal. The only problem arose when I went home, where it's only black people doing recess or doing holidays.
Right.
So that's when I experienced like confidence challenges and all that. But I started to search deeper right. inside, like and started to accept myself for who I am. Like so as I became more self-conscious and also like understood what I can do beyond my skin, like what my hands can do, what my mind can do, what my eyes can do, even though it's a partial sight, to the point where I can see what I can do. That's where like I drew my inspiration and my confidence off, and that's when it started building. And when people like actually would mock me because of my skin color, I would take it like, you know, okay, that's what they see. But
right.
There's something deep inside that they don't see, which like I actually decided to focus on in order to build my confidence. Yeah.
Amazing. Did you hear that? There's something deep inside that you don't see. You see the color, but there's something deep inside, which is all this amazing dynamic talent out of this beautiful dynamic human being. So, MasterChef Toast, you also mentioned that you went to
Silwe School, yeah.
Yes.
Most of people will be familiar with that.
What's the name of the school?
Silwe School.
Silwe.
In Polokwane.
Is it like a special school?
It is a special school
So
for blind for blind people and people with albinism.
Okay, so there is a school out there for people with albinism and the blind people. So I wanted to know from you, is it advisable to go to a school that only caters for a particular group of people? Because what you said is that you went to that school and you didn't find anything to be a challenge.
Yeah. It's actually deeper than that, maybe I should tell you, because I know there's a group of people that actually like are totally against that. They're saying like people with albinism should be introduced into the mainstream schooling system. But as someone who actually went to boarding school, I'll tell you right now that it actually helped me, because I noticed that like teachers where I'm from don't understand our condition.
Okay.
So going to a school where like teachers are actually trained to deal with you can help you. Like I am what I am today because of like teachers where the teachers at Silwe and Philadelphia were understanding, were open, and they were also patient. Cause like with our situation is that like we take longer, like we can't see properly, so sometimes we go closer to the board, yeah, to the board just to see what's written. So imagine you are in a mainstream school and you go to the blackboard just to check what's going where everyone else can see from far. Mm-hmm. So how is that going to work? I'm all for like introducing people, like, you know, mixing everyone in the mainstream schooling system, but at the same time we have to deal with other aspects of like how are we going to like deal with just one individual in a class of like say 20 people.
Right.
So I think like these schools, they actually do serve their purpose. It's just a matter of society understanding that like there's a world that exists and it's gonna be integrated into like our world at some point. So you can take your child to the mainstream school, but just make sure that like the teachers and the principal like understand the condition and are patient enough to actually like welcome that student. But like, to be honest with you, if I was to have a child, I would prefer them to go to a special school.
Okay,
yeah,
so
I would prefer them to go to a special school.
So basically what you're saying, for a child to be given the proper education, for them to participate in the classroom, for them to stand out and give the best grades, for that purpose, without any disturbance, they have to go to a special school due to the fact that the particular teachers in that school are trained and do understand albinism and their condition, right?
Yes, exactly.
It's also right for any other child with albinism to go to a mainstream school,
yes,
but they need to go with supervision from the parents to actually alert the teachers, inform the teachers about the particular child.
Yeah,
so
they shouldn't just dump the child there and expect the teachers to understand, because we have like a technical situation, honestly, and not everyone understands it. It's technical. It's unlike a totally blind person. You can see that they are blind. Some people don't actually know that we are partially sighted, so it comes off as weird when you do other stuff like going to the board, like when you look at your phone closely, like they look at you like, why are you doing that? But they don't understand that you're actually like partially sighted. So you can take your child to a mainstream school. It will be good because like they will actually get used to like just mixing with other people like of different skin types. But like as for me, we need more proper special schools, like with good facilities, schools with good facilities for people with special needs.
Amazing. So with that information that we have just heard about, how about we challenge the world out there to actually do this? Because we've got teachers who are properly trained to cater for eyesight and the condition of albinism, regardless of albinism, but you're partially sighted or you were blind. And we have teachers who are absolutely not informed about that. Is it possible to have teachers who are already trained to cater for kids with albinism to actually go for a workshop or workshop other teachers in mainstream schools? Do you think that could actually bring the solution to a much easier situation where teacher on teacher training, teacher on teacher workshop, because there's not really much to work with. It's just the eyesight and the fact that I need my staff to be large and much closer, right?
Yes.
So parents, don't panic, don't worry. It's all about the information. Once we have a particular system that understands both worlds, then your child could be in a special school or a mainstream school. So if you are out there and you are a teacher who's at a special school, please do write to us in the show. Please contact us. Please let us know that we do need your help to go into mainstream schools and you can teach. If you're a teacher in a mainstream school and you have a child with albinism in your school and you are struggling to help them, please contact our show. The contact numbers are on your screen there, and we will reference you to other teachers who have been trained for this particular thing. Master Toast Chef, that was so informative, so powerful, and so amazing.
Yes.
So before we go, I just wanted to know, the fact that you went to a special school and then you had to go back to the community and realize there was a difference. Now there's that little kid, that little boy, he's in boarding school right now. He doesn't know, he's comfortable where he is, and eventually school is going to close and he has to go back. What would you advise him to do? Because you already know there will be almost like a change of weather.
Yeah.
So when that storm and the rain and the sun comes, what should he do?
Find your passion. Like, honestly, you can never tell the world what to say about you. You can only inform them, like, and say, no, this is not who I am. But you cannot go to each and every single person and tell them, treat me like this. First, it starts with how you treat yourself. You understand? Accept yourself. Find your passion, whether it's in sports or in arts. That's where you'll actually build yourself. And once you yourself overlook your skin color, then it will get to a point where the whole world will overlook it and actually focus on your talent instead of your skin color and your albinism condition. So first accept yourself, and then the whole world will accept. I know it's not really that easy, but like, hence I'm saying, find your passion, whether it's writing, just from diary entries to taking notes to writing about how your day was, how people treated you that day, how you would like to actually treat yourself, how you perceive yourself 2 years from now. Focus on your studies, get good grades, you understand? Write more poetry or play soccer, whatever gets you going, like, do that, and then from there on you will build your confidence, and the world will get you to see that you're not just your skin color, you're actually far beyond that.
We getting toasted right here on My Voice today. Amazing information, amazing advice. I hope you were listening. I hope you heard it all. It starts with you first. You cannot tell people how to treat you, but you are the person that starts treating yourself with the right respect, with the right destination, with the right choice. And you heard his words. Have a passion, have a vision, have a talent. And once you got that, start working on it and let that represent you. Amazing, amazing.
Yes.
So, Master Chef Toast.
Yes.
In your opening, I am not white. I am MJ.
Yes,
Whew.
yes.
I'm bad.
Yes.
What did you mean? What does that mean for somebody that's just wondering out there? What does that mean? Would you like to share with us?
Yeah, first of all, like, there's this song by Jay-Z on 444. I don't know if you know it. He says, I'm not black, I'm OJ. OJ Simpson's, something like that.
Right.
Yeah, so I twisted it around and said, like, I actually drew inspiration from that and said, since Michael Jackson was actually black prior to getting his, what do you call it?
Operation.
Yeah, this, the surgery.
Right,
He was
surgery,
black,
right
yeah.
word.
Yeah. So I'm like, this is how I was born. I was actually born white, but I'm not white. I'm actually MJ. So like, it reflects that, like, I'm actually black within, and like MJ is black, but he just had to cover himself like with that white coat. I'm not white. I'm MJ. I'm Michael Jackson, baby. I'm legendary.
It's what.
I'm legendary.
And it's what. And it's what. And it's what. Thank you so much. We've come to the end of our show. Please do contact us. Write to us. Follow us on Facebook.
Yeah. I want them to check this also. Like,
okay.
You know, that's my homemade book of recipe, poetry and short stories. Poetry and short stories. I'm an author, baby.
Okay, you can just sell this.
Yeah.
You split.
Most definitely, yeah. Check it out. Like, this is one of the projects that I released in 2015. It's homemade. It speaks about like where I'm from, Rampahlele. Rampahlele, I was born in a village called Rampahlele. So basically I was going back to my roots and telling people about my upbringing. Hence it's called homemade. So I'm dealing with issues that I was like psychological issues that I was faced with as a child. So if you get to read the rhymes, it's in rhyme format, so it's poetry and short stories. So if you get to read it, you'll also draw some inspiration in that. And as a package, as a supplementary package, I put my first tape in there, Street Recipe. So it goes with that, like
Street Recipe for the cookers.
Yeah, featuring like the hit single Dreams, baby, you know.
Okay, so how do people get to have access to this book? How do they contact you? How do they find you? Somebody's watching the show and they're like, I want to see his stuff.
Yeah.
Are you on YouTube? Are you on Facebook? Do you tweet?
Yes.
Can people follow you? Please let the viewers know.
On YouTube it's MasterChef Toast TV. That's where we focus on edutainment. On Twitter is @ChefToast. On Instagram it's MasterChef Toast. On Facebook it's MasterChef Toast. Everywhere, baby. Everywhere is MasterChef Toast. That's where you can access stuff. You can actually call me directly. You can send me an email on mastercheftoast@gmail.com to actually order one of our books or one of our tapes. I've got one coming out, Silver Platter, titled Silver Platter, featuring artists like Taifa, Taifa Guni, a cat from Zimbabwe, you know, featuring artists like Awakening from Rampahlele, you know, a whole lot of cats. Silver Platter in April is coming out. That's my latest work. So like you can actually hit me up on social media, MasterChef Toast everywhere, and then we'll connect. We'll connect you, man.
Amazing. I am so emotionally touched by just the confidence and everything. If you didn't hear what he said, because he speaks very fast, just look for MasterChef Toast and everything you need will come up there. So we've come to the end of our program, and if you've been tuning into all our episodes, you know what's about to get down right now. So from me, Regina Mary, and MasterChef Toast, see you next time. Bye. High five.
Thanks, very sure. Peace. Nah, that was
MasterChef Toast.
MasterChef Toast, man. Check it.
I'm at the point in my life where me the mirror matcher, the one that food for thought accepted on the silver platter, was brought up in perfect order like good obedience, in restoration of pure regions as the book of Corinthians. Oh, what a life. Now the cup is half full as comedians. We'll get there slowly but surely like the food of Olympian man. This journey raised me up to the view of Olympians. I'm miraculous, our author the rhyme, holy and gifted as the hand that turned water to wine. I'm godlike, a well for your test of knowledge, well learned and polished, mentally nourished from our fed impoverished. But the 5 loaves are worth wise ways in abundance. For I'll rather to you than you find it dated and haunted. One in the hand is better than 2 heads to the target. And remember not to have all of your eggs in the basket.
How much better to get wisdom than gold, understanding rather than silver, yeah, is what I chose, yeah, is what I chose, yeah. For lasting happiness dwells in the soul, yeah, yeah. Chef Toast.
Baby, I'm so hot.